everybody. This always is like flipped. The camera is always flipped around. It's so bizarre. Because, yeah. Anyway, I'm here to say hello, and I'm here. Oh, I can't wait to show everybody. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my God, yes. Hello, love. Hello. Hi. Hello, everybody. Okay. You know that I'm excited to show off my incense wand. Has everyone seen this? That I created this incense wand? Hi, Ayana. This is from the House Medium. Do you know that there's nothing like this? I just want to say, because I'm very proud of this. Yes. Okay. So I have to show you guys how it works before we get started on readings. And yes, I'm doing readings. Does look cool. I'm going to show you. Saw that your Facebook, so unique. It's so pretty. Thank you. So I'm going to, I am doing readings, but I have to talk about my incense one because I've been working on this for a long time. So a couple announcements, and I can't pin it. Oh my gosh, I can pin it. Why? Did it get fixed? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how it works. Okay. This is annoying because my hair this camera flips everything around. So if you have an incense stick, I wanted to create something like I'm doing my hair live on camera. Like on here, it flips my hair around. Okay. I have, if you have an incense stick, I wanted to create something that you can go around your house and cleanse. If you listen to the House Medium, I always talk about cleanse. They're available on thehousemedium.com. So you take your incense stick, bam, done, submitted. Oh. Okay, Christine, you go. Hold on. Christine, you're faster than me. You're faster than me. Christine, okay. I forgot to get some sort of music. Oh, well. Wait, keep going. I want to hear about this. Okay, so you light your, come on, Lil, it's dying. You light your incense stick, okay? And I wanted to create a wand that you could put your incense stick in. And you put it, when you get the wand, you put it on the side. This is hand painted. These are 3D printed. They're not resin, they're not wood yet, because we gotta start and then go there. It makes it a lot cheaper also to get them done. You put this stick in here. It comes with a little metal so that when it burns, it doesn't burn this, and it stops it from burning down into the wand. So you go around and you cleanse. Cleanse, 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 cleanse. You cleanse your house, okay? And it's a wand, and I had it designed, and I looked, and there's nothing like it. Cleanse like Harry Potter. Yes, a lot of Harry Potter fans love this. And then when you're done, you lay it down like this on your table, and it burns. And that's it. It's very simple, it's elegant, and it's painted, as you can see, with roses and green leaves. You can buy it now on thehousemedium.com. and through Shopify. And right now I have people who have ordered it, and it's my first batch. So we're getting all the things situated. So the first people who ordered it, just give me a minute because I got all the things put together and we're about to put out the first order. Like they then I got to paint them and then ship them out. So the first, like, I'm getting like all the kinks of everything out, and making sure all the thing, you know what I mean? When you first start something, you're like, oh, okay, we got to do this, is better to do it this way, that kind of thing. And that's what I've been doing. And but it's all in line. And so this little machine of things will start to. So this is an incense wand, Zachary. So you go around your house and you cleanse, 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 like if you listen to the house medium. And I started this because in my own family, with my own little kiddo, I used to, you can teach kids who are not like 3 or 4 to use this. You know what I mean? And you can teach them how to cleanse, and adults too, by the way, obviously. And you go around the house and you cleanse your house like this, and you go, all those with good intention are welcome. Anyone else, get out. And then when you're done going around your house, cleansing, 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 right? Then you lay it down and you let it burn. And it has the house medium in gold, and these are hand painted. So that's why it's going to take a little minute, while I start to get this little this little engine going. So those of you who have already ordered, just be a little patient. Eventually, I hope to make things that will go under here, but until then, I'm sure if you have a little thing, you can put it under there for the ashes, but it burns. I've tested these. That's the thing, is I had to test them, and I came up with this idea, and I looked it up, and it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So I was like, I have to get it done. So I asked a friend of mine who's an artist to do a little sketch of the idea I had, with the vine going around and all the little roses around here. And you see it has a lot of pretty detail. And then I gave it to an artist friend of mine who is a sculptor, and he was able to put the 3D computer design and then get them printed. So it's been a process from here to here. The incense wands, the house medium incense wand. What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? And I thought of all the things. Like I was like, it's so cute. You love it. I think, did you already get one, Nicolette, or is that a different Nicole? So just be patient for those of you who did order them. I think it's a brilliant idea. Thank you. Magic. See? Magic. Magic. No, not me. Okay. It's unique. Yet. I got one. Okay, it's Nika. That's the Nicole I saw. So this is like what I love about it, is that if you it's like creates it to, like, of course, I don't think people, they usually just kind of burn the stick, right? And some people, and I love the coal and the stuff I use, or the resin, but mostly like incense sticks are cheaper, right? And they're quicker, and you don't want to have all that smoke. So I was like, I want people to feel like you can teach kids how to cleanse the house. And if you teach them, and obviously you're safe with them, because this is a very tiny burn, and we're not talking little kids, you know what I mean? And you have them go around, this is a place of light, this is a place of good intention, all those who are not welcome, get out. tea. And then you teach them how to cleanse the space. And people tend to not go around their house with an incense stick. So I was like, there needs to be something for that. You can always buy an incense stick anywhere. They're cheap. Look, I got this pack like for what, $5? You don't have to spend a ton of money, or you can spend a ton of money. I also tested with the shorter one, burns, so shorter stick burns the same. It's just, going to hit this metal that I put on here to make sure it's safe um, a little sooner, but that's it. So we'll like, if you guys want to see what it looks like after it's burned, um, I can show you. I just have all these things on here. I'm like, let me move all of my crap. So yeah, I've been busy, everyone. I've been busy. I've I've been doing all the things. So yeah, you guys proud of me? Are you proud of me? I've been doing all the things. The house medium incense wand. Um, you know, if Universal wants to buy this idea, I'm welcome. I'm open to it. But if you see, I wish you guys could see, it's just um it's just sitting now. I want you to see. You guys want to see what it looks like sitting? I want you to see it. See this little part? It has a natural little lift. So I'm going to show you real quick, just so you guys can see it. But you see, just sits like this, and then it burns. So it lifts it, and there you go. And if you want to pick it up again, you can pick it up again. All right. So that's what's been going on with me. It all started because you remember, if you guys have ever seen me use this, I was like, I always love this wand, but I want to give people a way to cleanse their house with a wand, with a magic wand. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm very big on making things, you guys know, I'm big on making things simple, not complicated, not crazy, convenient for everyone. Yay! So thank you. Really great idea. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pat. Patent's very expensive, Lindsay. I have had many people yelling at me about that. But here's the thing. I've looked into it, creation into reality. I've looked into it, and I would have to get a patent idea of like an incense holder that you pick up is a little difficult to patent because it's just like an incense holder, which is like anyone can do an incense holder. To be honest, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm getting people in. Let me see who's hopping over here. Who do we got? Um Fontaine, but there was someone before Fontaine. Let me see. Let me look. Yeah, I know. So, and patent is like thousands of dollars, everyone. I mean, it really is. That's the problem. It's like, and I'm looking into it, but I just began this. So, core chick, yeah, it's not like cheap to get a patent. You know what I mean? All right. So, who Fontaine gave me something. Who else did? What was the other name? Because his name's not coming up. So I don't know if anyone knows of a patent attorney, but I just started this. But you're right. I agree. Does anybody know who, if anyone wants to see the incense wand again, let me know. I'm happy to show it to you. If you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Fontaine, and there's somebody else. Why isn't it coming up like telling me your name? Somebody else submitted something. I see you, but there's no name attached. Oh, CG. Is that you, Christine? I got you, Christine. Okay, Christine and then Fontaine, I think. CGS and Fontaine. Okay. Oh no, wait, there's someone else. Fontaine and Terry. Okay, I got you. Did you see my incense one, Terry? Okay, got Terry. All right, there we go. Got you guys. Gotcha. So it's still burning. It's still burning. And see, I put it down on it, for it to burn, and I could just pick it up again. This is the incense one. You guys see? Adela, I told my mom about moving and she got super stressed out, and then I felt horrible. Well, I thought you already told her. I thought you told her already. Listen, of course she's going to get stressed out, but honey, like, you're a grown woman now. You understand? You're a grown woman. You're going to have to be okay about making your own decisions. So, see, it's still burning. Christine. This is the incense wand that I created. For those of you who are late. So, Christine, what is your question? And it better not be what I think it is, but let's see. Listen, our parents, our job is to raise people. Girl, I heard, but I'm not sure if my leg is being pulled. I heard that there is two folk interested. Can we take a look at that, T? I think it was last week. I did. Time frame, she was shook. I think she had the impression of like not anytime soon. Of course. That's okay. That's okay. I saw your promo for the one. It was awesome. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, everybody. I didn't trademark it, Terry. You guys, it takes thousands of dollars to trademark and patent. I literally just got this done. So that's new. Okay, let's take a look at Christine's crushes. I love how you typed it so that I could talk and read it out that way. Unless I have like, I'm not like having investors. I'm not on Shark Tank or something. And they probably wouldn't think it was investable anyway. It's kind of nichey, to be honest. I know everyone thinks incense sticks aren't. I heard one was a guy and a female is curious of me. I don't know. Okay. Let me take a look. She said, "Can't stop me, of course," but now she's all sad. It's okay. She's going to be sad. Okay. Hold on. But here's the thing, everyone. When you get older, you have to live your life for yourself. You have to live your life for yourself. Otherwise, you will regret it. You can't live your life for other people. All right, hold on a second. Let me take a look, Christine. Let me look at the people. So this is what I see. And this is what I feel. I feel like it's like there's an interest. You know how like when someone's just kind of looking your way, they're just kind of like, okay, you're cute. I'm interested. I want to see what this is about. But it's not like a let me like hard pursue you, but it's like checking you out, noticing you. That's what I see. The guy more than the girl. Are you interested in both? The guy more the girl. That's what I see. I feel like the male is definitely kind of more piqued and taking a look and seeing what's going on with you more than the woman is. So I do feel like they're not pulling your leg. The tea is hot and the tea is real, but it's like you would have to, I don't know who they are, no names. Yeah, don't get names. I'm not going to get a name for you. If I claim to get names, I probably would send you down a wild goose chase. I almost feel like you're not meant to know right now. It's almost like just stay open and kind of put the word out through people you know that you're open and interested. You know what I mean? Like just put the word out like, yeah, cool, I'm interested. I'd be open to it. That's kind of where you're at right now. Or that's where it should be at right now. It doesn't feel like something you're supposed to pursue aggressively. I like it. It's like very flirty. Okay. And by the way, just in case people want to know, it's still burning. See? Just giving you real time incense one magic. So yeah, it's kind of like you're not supposed to kind of go hardcore on this. It's good that you know, it's good that you're aware of it, but you don't need to like do anything about it. Just kind of put the word out like, yeah, okay, I'm down, I'm interested, type of thing. Does that make sense? That's okay. I won't. I was curious of it. I'm be chill. I'm a be chill. It makes perfect sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So the next person we have is Fontaine. Fontaine, you can go ahead and ask your question. And I'm going to show you welcome, Christine. But we like the update, right? Because we all have been following the Christine saga. We all have been following the tea. By the way, still burning. I'm just going to show you guys how this goes. Incense one, magic to you, cleanse your house. Whew. I'm looking to rent an art space to make art and do photography in, and I'm wondering if you can tell me if I'll end up finding a space that's good fit for me. Okay, that could have been almost a house medium episode. Anybody listening to my podcast, A House Medium? Anyone listening to that? Hi, how are you? Hi, reading, writing, puppet. I do. Thank you, Fontaine. Um, May I do one more submission to see what they both like personality, if that's okay? I don't think I'm going to totally see that. I'll be honest with you. Yes, catching up on episode because thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Thank you. Did you just email me, Wendy? Am I seeing two? I'm like getting, you just email me. I hope you can make it too. If you can't, um, don't worry. I guess we'll just kind of see what we see for you. Tomorrow night, oh, that reminds me, tomorrow night is Spirit Circle. And that's where we all kind of practice seeing what we see for each other, seeing the spirits in a very chill, calm way. And I'm doing them once a month so that people can kind of just people get some like really cool stuff for each other. And I love that part. I love that part. On a heat. On a heat. On a heat. My dad also has an issue with a well. Huh? Oh, Are you giving me um is the spirit circle on Patreon? No, the spirit circle will be in a Zoom. So when you sign up, you'll get sent a link for a Zoom. Yeah, I snuck in. You did sneak in. Reading, writing, poet. Is this the latest podcast episode, person? And Chris, or anything on them, just thought I'd ask. I'm just a curious cat. Yes. Okay. So if you guys heard the latest podcast episode this week, this is her, the reading, writing puppet. This is her episode. She was hilarious. I'm getting to your question. I apologize, Fontaine. I'm getting to it. Um, just wanted to say she was hilarious. She was so funny. She was nervous, but then she was so funny. She was like giving us all the tea on Mexican folklore in Mexico, educating me, who my name is Adelita, but doesn't know any of these things. So um, I feel she was like scolding me because I did not know these things. But I loved it. You were awesome. And you see, it's always the people who are nervous. You're fine. Um, okay. So Fontaine, no worries. I love the combo. Okay, awesome. Christine, it's just that I don't want to disappoint you because really, really saw like a very, very brief thing. You know what I mean? Like what I saw was just pretty light. So I don't really feel like I'm going to see too much about them because sometimes I've learned, I feel like at this state in time, the universe is like, it will screw it up. Like I'm not going to be allowed to see too much because I'll screw up the whole thing. Hopefully, I'll still make it tomorrow night. That's what I know. I hope you can. Christine, please don't change who you are based on the preferences of your crushes. It's not good for your self esteem. If they like you, that's great. And if they don't, then that's okay. Yeah, screw them. Keeping up with the Christine Chronicles. Christine, you got to just relax and let it be organic because I'm not allowed to see sometimes when the future is happening right now. I don't know. I just kind of get the feeling if I went too far with it, you're gonna mess it up. I'm not changing. I'm just curious. Yeah, she's just curious. But we all want to support the organic connection. You know what I mean? We want it to be very organic, very natural. Okay, Fontaine. Let's get to Fontaine's question. Fontaine. I like that name. I'm looking to rent an art space and tell me if I'll end up finding a space. Okay, let's check in while I'm doing that. Checking in with the incense wand. As you see, totally fine. You can always pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. Okay, let's look at art space. Art space for Fontaine. You know what? The first thing I saw Fontaine is that it looked very small. I do see something like this, but it's not going to be like some big loft or some kind of, big, large art space. It looked very small, almost like it reminded me almost like if you're like, oh, I found this cool little space that someone's renting, like they have a little, little spot in the back of their house, or they have, you know, like this little space in the back or something like this. So it looks very like small. So it's doable. It almost reminds me, I wanted to say like, does it remind me of like an attic or a basement? But it doesn't. It kind of reminds me of like, you'll find a space, but you just have to be okay with it because it's going to be reasonable. It'll be cheap. And it kind of reminds me of someone's like, oh, well, we have this little space in the back that we're willing to, almost like when like someone may have had like at one time like a man cave or a she shed or something, and they're just like, look, we're not using it for that anymore, we're just going to rent it. That's what it reminds me of. So it's either someone's personal space or it's in like a building, but it's very tiny. That's what I saw. And can tell me if I end up finding a space, if that's a good, I'm looking for a rent art space to make art. Yeah, that's okay. I'm in San Francisco and it's so expensive here, so I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Set up and let. San Francisco, I'm in LA. I know all about San Francisco prices. Ooh, gosh, yeah. That's probably why I was seeing that. That's what I said. That's why I probably was seeing it. Yeah, that's kind of more on point to what I would see. So I feel like when you rent the space, it's probably going to be from someone personal, almost like they need the money to subsidize their life. So they're not desperate, but they're kind of like, we don't really have the life anymore. It almost reminds me of people like, look, our kids are grown. We have the whole house back to ourselves. We don't need a man cave or a she shed or whatever they were doing in it before. We're kind of just interested in turning it into like a cool rental space for people because they're going to like be traveling and doing all those things like that. You know what I mean? They're like, we're kind of looking to pretty much downsize our life, but we're thinking if we rent this space, then we can make money while we're traveling and doing other things like this. So I feel like it's like a personal owner, and they're going to be very like, they may even do like, "Hey, we'll just do the first 3 months and see how it goes." I'm looking into some that are cheap but have a bad reputation, just want a good relationship, so that sounds good. Yeah, don't go but cheap, bad reputation. Kinda look more for, like, people who are doing something on a personal tip. Like, they are like, "We're doing this ourselves. We wanna kind of, like, make sure it's the right fit." Um we can just see how the first 3 months goes, and then we'll go from there, because they're nervous too. And I would say that if you keep looking, I honestly, I can't see you finding it rapidly, to be honest. I feel like to find this one that I'm seeing and the quality of it, it would probably be more like April, May. Okay. Terry's up. Terry's up. And everybody, I wanted to tell you what something I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, did anyone see? I went and saw Wonka only because it was like one of those things where it's like I have some time off and we went to go see a movie. I was pleasantly surprised. Just to say, I'm a huge Willy Wonka fan. I mean huge. I'm kind of making it, I'm downplaying it. Huge original OG Willy Wonka fan. Terry, I was just about to ask your question. You're going to be right back? Okay, you're up next, Terry. Should I jump to the next person, to Anahit? Let's check in with my incense wand. Still burning, still creating magic, still getting out all of the bad energies, still going strong. Willy Wonka always creeped me out. That's what a friend of mine used to say, but no. The original Gene Wilder? Gene Wilder freaked you out? Really? Gene Wilder? I loved Willy Wonka, but I like weird things. So so all of wait a minute, wait a minute. This is the same person. This is Alex, who was on my podcast talking about how you liked all things creepy, but Willy Wonka creeped you out. You wanted Edward Scissorhands to be your boo, but to be your bae was it your exact words, but Willy Wonka creeped you out. Do explain. Do you guys hear this? We're waiting for Terry to get back. As we're waiting for Terry to get back, let's ask Alex, who just was on my podcast telling me that Edward Scissorhands was her bae. And all of a sudden, she's telling me Willy Wonka creeped her out. I don't know about you guys, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Alex, what's up with that? Exactly. Everyone call Alex out. Call Alex out. Call her. Address it, Alex. We want to know. She's like, Freddy Krueger and I don't trust anyone who uses candy and chocolate as a weapon. Adele's asking the real questions. I'm asking the real Yes, I'm asking the real questions. I am not letting you guys off the hook. You don't trust anyone who uses chocolate as a weapon. So you're saying you and your bae are like either it's knives that come out of our hands or nothing. Okay. Okay. Listen, he didn't use Willy Wonka did not use chocolate as a weapon. These kids did not listen to his rules. Must love chocolate. Yes, he loved chocolate. Everybody, tell her he's Willy Wonka. He loved chocolate. No, but Wonka really was good. Timothy C did such a good job. I was surprised. Wonka was good, and you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. So you guys heard it from me first, because I have a lot to say. So I'm just going to tell you this really quick. Why? Because in the original Wonka story, we all fall in love with Charlie because he's vulnerable and he's the underdog, and he shows his pain and his vulnerability. In this Wonka story, Willy Wonka is the underdog and he shows his pain and his vulnerability. And that's why he was loved. Now, as much as I love Johnny Depp, because I do, he was a weirdo in that one. He was just like a weird, creepy weirdo. I mean, if someone used chocolate as a weapon of seduction, would that be okay? Real question, Korchik. Real question, Korchik. Thank you. And not to mention the whole movie, because I'm just going to be waving my magic incense wand, the house medium magic incense wand. I'm just going to keep repeating that. The real question is, and I don't see Terry, so Anahit, just go ahead and throw your question. We'll come back to Terry. The real also reason why that movie was so cool is because let's just face it was like a Broadway play on film, right? It was absolutely like a Broadway play on film. I thought it was already seductive. But she's saying if someone uses chocolate to be seductive, yeah, I could see that, right? Because it was pretty much like a Broadway play. So they did, at first I was like, musical the whole time. I mean, basically there's music in the original, a lot of music in the original. The only song I hated in the original is Cheer Up Charlie. No, I don't like it. I just got this new Fenty Beauty. Does anybody use this? It's my first time using this. I'm all over the place. Well, I'm waiting for Anahit to write her question. Terry disappeared. I don't know how I feel about it. Now I'm a makeup reviewer. I am not. I just like makeup. And my makeup looks weird to me because the camera flipped everything around. Anahit, I'm waiting for your question because Terry disappeared. Terry just vanished. I must have waved my magic incense wand and he disappeared. This is a bit complicated. I would like a career rating. I am transferring for work so I can have more time to focus on my art and make a business out of it. I need more time to work on art. Okay, gotcha. I want to see if transferring will help if I need to do something else. Transferring work to another state, to another position. What do you mean by transferring to another state, another position? Please clarify. Please submit your answer. State or position. I want to see if transferring will help or if I need to do something. Okay. All right. In the meantime, I will look at the question. And if Terry walks back into this You will be after Insight Inspire. I still have the list going if anyone else would like a reading. Same state and same position, but closer to home. I I I'm at work for 11 hours right now, so closer place would be 9 hours. Oh, snap. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Damn. Okay, hold on. Let me see if you transfer. I guess I'm having a trouble because I don't really see there being an issue. I feel like I'm looking for a problem, but I don't see a problem. So I guess I'm trying to understand why you feel like there'd be a problem if you transfer. I want to see if transferring will help or if I need to do something else. There'd be no problem if you transfer, but honestly, I still see there being so much time in the car, at work, that I feel like it's still going to be very stressful to do your art. So I feel like the question really is, do I completely change my life and shift gears and go into some other direction completely? Or do I stay where I am and just transfer so that the commute and everything is more feasible? My feeling is if you really want to dive into your art, I kind of see you changing directions as something completely different. What would you want to be doing? Like, what is your line of work now? And what do you think you would want to do instead? Um, because I feel like what you're doing right now would allow you, if you transfer, you would get some more time back, but you wouldn't get like a ton. You know what I mean? Like you would get some time to do your artwork. Maybe you would be able to have an extra like 5 hours, you know, to 10 hours a week more to do your art. But if you're looking to go 50-50, like you want to do your art, you want to work, then I feel like you have to change completely. Okay, I'm picking up. Am I driving you crazy guys with this? But I'm just showing you how it works, that as it burns, you can keep picking it up. I work in an office, but I used to be a teacher's assistant. I was thinking of going back. Yeah, you know what I was gonna say? Oh, when I get mad, I don't say things. I thought I was looking at a museum because the place I saw you at, was it like was a teacher's assistant kind of more in like college? If it's not, then that's what I saw. I saw more like a TA in college, not like elementary. Yeah, not high school. I would look into being a TA in like a junior college or a college, and I am gonna bless you with this. See, I can cleanse, and tomorrow night in the spirit circle, I'm gonna call in the spirits this with using my incense wand, using the magic incense wand. Yeah, I saw kind of more like college. So I'm applying for a teacher assistant at a college. Yes. Yes. College or junior college, that's completely different. Yes, it is. But I feel like you're going to have a much better time. I feel like you'll have a better time. It's not complete 100% different. I mean, maybe. Honestly, it's going to be less work because I that's what I saw. Easier dealing with assisting the professor with the papers and things like this, not with the kids at all. I feel like you should apply for college or junior college. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. If you do that, then I could see your time being more split because for the art, I plan to do conventions on the weekends. Yeah, that's fine. But see, TAs in college, you're kind of about like helping grading. You kind of like answer, the students' questions for the professor. You're not dealing with the kids. So I said, I don't think they have a TA in junior college, to be honest. So I definitely feel like it's college. I would just say apply. It just looked easier, and that's the vision I had. So, so let's get Terry in here. Anybody else? If you guys are going to, if anyone else wants a reading, I would suggest to get on it now, because if not, then we'll just like talk for a little bit, chit chat while we're waiting for Terry. If Terry ever shows up again, does anybody have any other type of questions or paranormal questions? I'll ask the nearest district if they have a job like that. Thank you. Yeah, just look. Oh, timeline. I feel like it will take you a while to switch over. And obviously, I don't see you starting this until next fall. So you have time to look for the right thing for next fall. So don't rush it. No rushing it. Any comments or questions or anything? Anybody uses this this Fenty Beauty? I've never used Fenty Beauty. I think that's Rihanna, right? Am I just talking to myself? Or do you guys just put this on and then you're like cleaning your house and doing other things? The art starts in the fall for the college job? No, no, no. No, no, no. Your job wouldn't start to fall. And I don't see you being able to do art split time. I'm cooking. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I don't see you splitting your time between doing art and work until fall. Ever crossed with a doppelganger? We already had that on our podcast. Why are you asking this? I just got out the shower, but I've been listening. You guys are like what I do, what I throw The Office on and I like just let it play while I'm baking or cooking, things like that. Oh, okay, thanks for clarifying. Also, I was doing the dishes. See, I knew it. I could. You know what? I was I was just like seeing you guys, seeing all of you guys. Hey, look, I'm gonna do this with my wand. Seeing all of you, remote viewing you. Well, this would look cool. Anyway. For intuitive readings, do you have to ask a specific question? Yeah, that's how I do it, because I just kind of get right to the point. And since I don't believe, I'm not like a general reader, even in personal readings. I like people to ask specific questions. Can I just get right to what you want? I don't believe the future just happens to us. Like it just happens, and people are like, well, what's going to happen? I believe the different things we're doing and the decisions we're making are causing how the future unfolds. So it's much better way. I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, but got my ass kicked, so I gave up and ate dinner. So I'm just sitting here talking. You guys are doing all this stuff. And why they pretend to be something else. Doppelganger. I don't know what you're talking about. We literally doppelganger. It's not a thing. Sorry. I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but I don't know what you read about a doppelganger. Um, I think what people are that really doesn't happen. I don't know what stories you've heard, so I'm not quite sure what you're asking. You to have to be more specific. Although I remember I used to watch you on Periscope and you used to do remote viewing. That was my favorite to listen to. Oh, this is like today is Periscope throwback day because I just did a reading for someone who remembers me on Periscope. I've changed things a lot, Stephanie, because it got crazy. Terry's back. Oh well, shall we all applaud? Thank you for blessing us with your presence, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I feel so blessed right now. Terry has shown up. Finally. Finally. No problem, Terry. We were all just waiting for you. I'll just fan myself with this giant fan. Haunted Mansion. I want to ask about my crush problems. Oh, okay. Look familiar. Does she? I text hung a few times past few weeks. I think his response was prompt, but like the combo just ended and I don't know how he thinks. I feel blue. What's up with him? Is he just busy? Oh, okay, Terry. Oh my gosh, I just realized what was on the fan. How fitting. Yes, it was a gift. Blue. Madame Leota. This is the real Madame Leota. Call me Disney. We'll talk. I have magic incense wands too. Okay. All right. Let me take a look. See what he's doing. He's up to. I'm going to see Terry. What is he up to? Come on. Get off your ass. That's what we all want to say too. All right. Let me see. I'm going to remote view. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you're saying he's looked at your tax and he just hasn't respond. Yes, it's Rihanna. I haven't used it, but my friends have and they like it. I'm also doing some homework. Okay, thank you, Cassie. I texted him a few times the past few weeks. I think his response was prompt, but like the convo just ended, I don't know how he thinks. This is what I feel. He's very awkward because when I saw him, let's say this is like his phone. He's like looks at it and then he's like, and then puts his phone down. He's very, very awkward. So you have to kind of be the one. I'm going to just take this out. You have to be the one to keep the conversation going. He um, isn't really good at it. Neither are you. You both are terrible at it, but he's very, very awkward. So he texts, you text, he looks at it and he's like, boop, beep, boop, 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 right? And then he's like, okay, that's all good. And you don't say anything. And then you guys go about your life. You see what I'm saying? So I hate to say this. I know you hate this. I know you hate this, Terry, but if you want this to go, you have to kind of listen, everyone. Let me tell you something. Look, I have all kinds of things. Still going. See how it's burning? We're getting close to the metal, and I want you guys to see how this works when you get close to the metal and to see that you can use a short incense. What I'm saying to you is that what people don't understand is that communication is one of the worst things that happens in when I do readings and people are like, what's going on? How come this person is a people don't communicate, meaning like they don't go, hey, oops, I just like literally dropped my phone. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Um, People don't communicate. They just don't. It's a problem. I got you, Sarah. They don't communicate. They just kind of like assume things with each other, and it's a problem. Your impression was scarily accurate. Honestly, I can definitely see that. I got you, Sarah. You see what I mean? Yeah, so people just they don't. So this is the biggest problem that I see when I do readings is that people are like, "Oh, what happened? Why isn't the person like talking to me?" And what did they do? I'm like, "Did you say anything?" People are like, "No." And when did you like go, "Yo, what's up? I would love to see you again," or "I want to talk to you," or "You're cool," or anything. No, and I go, "Well, that's the problem." It's a really I notice this is a really big problem with people. So I'm saying like you have to say like, "Hey, are you good? Do you want to like go out sometime? What's going on with you?" You have to do it. Well, I tried giving him a window. No, no, no. You have to be more direct. You have to say, "Hey, do you want to go out Tuesday at 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Or do you want to like go bowling? Do you want to get something to eat? Whatever." You have to be direct. He is not good at it. I'm showing it off. Showing it off. Showing off. House medium, intense ones. You do have to be direct, seriously. On a serious note, I'm afraid of getting my heart broken. You can't be afraid. Listen, everyone, and Terry. Life is boring if you don't try things. You can't live in the safety of a bubble. It is so boring if you do that. What is the point? What is the point? If you get your heart broken, then at least you actually had something to break. But do you just want to be like do you want to be like 60 years old and you're like, "Well, I never got my heart broken cuz I go to the same this is what I'm this by the way, Terry, is what I foresee the path going if you keep going this way. This is what I see. You want to keep going to the same restaurant where you know the waitress and waiters, and you're like, hey, here's my order. You see what I'm saying? And you just kind of do the same thing over again, and it's really safe, and you feel secure, and you're like, at least I know what to expect, and it's just Groundhog's Day. But heartbreaks hurt. I'm with Terry than this one. And yes, I'm a bubble girl. Remember? Well, everything hurts. You know what also hurts? When you live in fear. You have to be okay with, you can't live in fear. If you live in fear, you're not going to live. You're not going to live. Just saying. So you asked me what I saw. I told you, Terry. I can't make you do it, but that's what we'll take. He's interested. He likes you. But you're going to have to put yourself a little bit more forward and take a risk. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Sarah. Everybody encourage Terry. Everybody encourage Anahit. Everybody encourage everybody who's on here. So far, a lot of these questions tonight have been people wanting to make changes, people wanting to push. Look, you guys saw me do this. This was very scary for me. This was scary. I was like, I'm going to create something, put it out here. What if everybody doesn't give a shit? Or, I have to now, like, I want to make sure everyone's happy and this. And, I had to put all that in my mind and say, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it. See what happens. You have to try things. They may not all be slam dunks all the time. Yes, it's beautiful. Thank you. But I was scared because it's like, okay, I got to make sure I get all my ducks in a row and do all the things I need to do. Like putting your heart on the line is scary. But if you don't try things like this, you don't live. Security, safety is an illusion. Okay, that's my lecture. Everybody give encouragement. Everybody, damn, Terry, she told you I'll support you from my bubble. It's just rude. Speaking from experience, if you don't try, then you end up 10 years older looking back that you missed so many opportunities, lots of which you should have, could have. You still feel bad for missing out. That's what I'm saying. I meant to do this. I wanted it. It's not going. Wait, there. Wrong way. Wait. Here we go. She said it. There you go. Boom. Practice it. I'm not meant for this, okay? I'll just do this. Point, kind of do this. There we go. I got it. There we go. All right, Sarah, your question's up. Your question's up. And look, do you guys see? You guys see how it's burning? Speaking of heartbreak, this is a man who went to, by the way, just so everyone knows the background on Terry, this is a man who went to medical school and decided to be a neurosurgeon, right? Like, you know how people say it's not brain surgery? He's doing that. People say the expression going, "Ugh." I used to say that all the time when I used to work a certain job, like, it's not brain surgery. Because back in the day, anyway, it's a long story. But you know how people say that and they're like, "Oh, it's not that hard. It's not brain surgery." He's doing that. So I think he can pick up his goddamn phone and text this dude. Just so you know, this is how it's looking. So far, you could still wave the magic wand. Um, I would just like some answers on a relationship I had with a guy that ended badly, and suddenly he ghosted me after promising me all these things and making plans, talking all day, every day for like a, oh my gosh, all this neurosurgeon guy. I remember you from months ago. Yes. At work, I'm all direct, no BS, but this is harder. Neurology, Adela, trust me. No, no, not going to convince me of that. Um, like a month. I'm really heartbroken over it. I just like to maybe get some answers so I can maybe get a little bit of closure. Was it all a lie? Was it his ex? Am I just sad and confused? Okay. It's not brain chemistry, Terry. It's heart chemistry. Oh, oh. All right. All right. I like how direct and boom. She was telling it. This is Sarah, right? I'm just getting confused because we have Sarah Akin and then we have Aquamarine. So Aquamarine is the Sarah that signed up for a reading. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's get down to let's so can I do it now? No, I still suck. Wait. There we go. All right, let's apparently. This is hard. Okay, let's get to Sarah. Let me see what's up with this dude. I'm bracing myself for the hard answers. Okay. And by the way, does anybody buy this bullshit that Terry's trying to give us that um him picking up a phone and texting someone is harder than being a neurologist studying the brain? I mean, I'm just not personally, but okay. Let me see what's up with this dude. What's up with this dude? Let me see. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sarah. I could see this. I'm so sorry, Sarah. He likes to find people under his league. I was about to say, you were like a quest for him. You were a, how do I say this? Physical quest. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to, I think, be intimate. And then he was done. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I see what he did was like, it wasn't like he went out and planned it. Like in his mind, he's like, oh, I'm just going to get this girl and then I'm out. It's just his thing. He kind of has an addiction to the chase. I mean, obviously, most men do. But I'm saying, like, oh my God, that's awful. So many lies. Um, I feel like, to be honest, like in the moment, he kind of believed it. So, like, he kind of gets like a high, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, let's do this. Do this. We'll do that. It'll be awesome. We'll have a great time. But then when he starts to kind of think about like actual commitment or actual like consistently seeing someone, he gets freaked out and bails. We go after him tomorrow. Don't worry, Aquamarine. We storm the castle tomorrow. I was afraid of that. He promised a future and told me he'd never break my heart. Listen, here's a lesson you need to learn, ladies. I hate to say this to ladies and gentlemen because men can be just jerky to all people. Just saying. Anytime or women too can be jerky. So anytime someone's promising you, I'll never break your heart, that's a flag. This should be my new flag thing, right? If I could get it right. Flag, it's a flag. It's a flag. Anytime someone is promising you they'll never break your heart, because we all hurt each other. People hurt each other unknowingly, not trying to. We do things, we disappoint each other. So anytime someone's saying, oh, I'll never hurt you and we're going to have the moon and the stars. That's not that's a flag. Please give me a listen. I'm going to have a hard time trusting after this because because it's not a it's not supposed to be like in the movies, like what people think, like, oh, all the stars aligned and everything, and the person was saying all this. This is the addicting feeling we all want, but real love is almost like, you know, you get to know someone, you get to know each other, you allow each other to show your true selves. It's the person you feel the most comfortable with. It's the person that is like your best friend that you want to like hang around with, like you just like you're my favorite person ever. And it's someone who's being real with you. When people are promising you the moon and the stars and I'm never going to hurt you, I'll never, it's impossible. That's kind of like appealing to your child in you, where you want like unconditional love from your mom and dad, but that doesn't happen in romantic love. That makes sense. I have a problem with being grounded in love. It doesn't mean you can't have all of these awesome emotions, but you want to know someone. You want to like really kind of take your time and really kind of see how you are together. Like it should be someone you're like, you know what? I love talking to you. You're my favorite person and you connect. Date your best friend, everyone. You can be by yourself with them and they'll stick by you. Yes, you want to be with someone who's your best friend. Like if I got locked up with you, you would be I'd be fine. Like if we got locked in a closet together, we would just be laughing and we'd find a way. I'm telling you, what people don't understand is your best friend can also be romantic love. No, that's not what I'm saying. My best friend doesn't like me. No, no, no. I'm not saying find your best friend that there's like platonic feelings, but your best friend that you have romantic love, obviously attracted to each other. There's the romantic feelings. Real love is about vulnerability in the person you're going to be doing mundane tasks with. Yeah. It's the person you're like, listen, me, you, the world, I got you, you got me, because the world's crazy and there's a lot going on. Oh, here we go. We're getting there almost to where it hits the metal. I want to show you. See, still going, still can wave the magic incense one. So I'm saying to you, like, so the bottom line is that he was saying all the right things that you wanted to hear and you knew it. I'm calling you out, Aquamarine, Sarah, aka Sarah. You kind of knew it. You knew it just sounded like a lot of things that you want to hear because you wanted to believe in that. So he said those things, and I don't think he was diabolical and like this, savvy like planner of break heart person. He was like, you in a sense, I feel like in a way you kind of come off naive. It was definitely too good to be true. It's not that it's too good to be true. See, that's not fair because what I'm trying to say to you is that you want someone to promise you unconditional love. Romantic love isn't like your parents. It isn't like someone who brings you into this world and has to love you no matter what you go through. We have conditions for each other. Like you're supposed to have a condition for that person, meaning like I expect you to do things and I know you expect me to do things. We're supposed to fulfill things for each other. You're looking for someone to kind of swoop you in and save you in some way. That's what it feels like. And he picked up on that and you kind of like wanted to believe it. So it's not too good to be true because it isn't too good to be true because there's nobody who's going to save you. You can save each other, help each other. You look for someone who you're going to give and fulfill each other. That makes sense. You definitely hit on my head. Okay. All right. Do you guys and do you guys see how it burns? And you can wave it even as low as it gets. Don't be confused codependency for love. Thank you. That helps with the closure. I appreciate you. Welcome. It's hard. It's a hard lesson we all have gone through. Love is hard. We need a weekly live crush reading. Terry, and then Terry's going to teach us how to improve our brains, right? What should I be doing to improve my brain as I get older, Terry? What should I be doing? Because I'm always using like my right side, you said, is my reading side. I need to improve the other side. Ooh, yes, Terry, good idea. Yes, weekly crushes. Please let me interrupt. Do you have room for me tonight? Um, what do you mean? With the reading? Oh, I was closing, but you mean to get a reading tonight? Is it an intuitive reading? Only intuitive. I'm just not having energy for medium. If you have a quick intuitive question, you can go ahead and book it real quick, but you'll be my last. Do you guys see? Is everyone taking note? I'm very proud of this. See how it's burning? 1212. What does 1212 mean? What does that mean? What is 1212? Are you doing a brain test right now? Yes, we're mesmerized. Do you see? Okay, I just want you guys to see. Um, this is my favorite thing, man. I'm just so excited because I keep testing, testing, testing. Can I ask intuitive question, please? Does the magic wand come with the little plate to collect? No, you guys, you have to do your own little plate. You can use anything. I'm not there yet. What do you think I am? What do you think I am? Amazon? I just did this so far. You can put anything under. You can put anything. You can put this under there. You can put anything under the Tanaya, where have you been? I emailed you 1,000 years ago. This ain't IKEA. I mean, I'm providing this. You can put anything. In the future, that's my goal. But I no, not today. Another market idea, Chinese temples I can see using for incense. What do you mean Chinese temples? What? Chinese temples would want to use this? My magic wand? I'm moving to Butte to that Venmo. I'm moving my Butte, dealing with my work stuff. Okay. All right. Quick. Sarah, TB, that's it. Get your stuff in there. Sarah, write your question while you're doing the Venmo. TB, ask your question while you're doing your Venmo. Okay. Did you see this, Tanaya? Did you see my incense wand? The house medium? Okay. Really? You think so? You think so, Terry? That's a great mark. They're not going to want to buy. You th- but I created this, Tanaya. Yes, you think so? Really? Hmm. They would want to like go around and okay, you hook me up. I do love the design of the wand. Good job. Was there intention to the vine rose design or was it just to be pretty? Yes, to be pretty. Since one is awesome. Thank you. Just to be pretty. Okay, you see how it's coming to an end. It was just to be pretty. Sorry. But I did kind of like the natural, like I wanted, the intention was really just to have something whimsical, you know, pretty much. Okay, here, I want to show you guys. Go ahead, Sarah. There's nothing wrong with pretty. Yeah, it wasn't like a big meaning. Not everything has to have a big meaning, but I just wanted like something whimsical, kind of natural looking, you know what I mean? Nature looking, magical looking, and pretty. Okay, someone just Tanaya. Okay, Tanaya, Thank you. I like how the incense was also a timer for the life. I know. And a heat, right? I just realized that. Okay, TB, go ahead and ask your question. Sarah's still working on hers, so she'll be my last one after Tanaya. Tanaya, what's your question? Okay, see, it's done. And I'm going to do the ash. And so you're going to see how it burns and the metal is there to make sure it doesn't burn the incense one. Go ahead, Tanaya. You have a question about what did you retract? Terry wrote something and then he changed his mind. See? And now it's done. There you go. I like to know the energy you see around my job. I worry my boss is happy with if my boss is happy. You always worry if your boss. No Terry comment. Okay, you see? Bing bong, bing boom, 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 boom. So excited, everyone. Okay, now I'm done with my excitement. I'm going to ask Terry, sorry. I'm going to answer Tanaya, and then I'm going to see if Sarah is like still got something coming in. Oh, Sarah, I didn't see you. You did. Oh no, that's a different Sarah. Okay, we're waiting for a different Sarah. Okay, let me take a look at your job. Here we go, Tanaya. And Tanaya, email me because you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I emailed you back. All right. So this is what I see, Tanaya. I feel like they're very abrupt. They're very kind of not very friendly. I could understand why you're worried about the way they think about your job, but honestly, it's just their way. They're not the most encouraging or communicative, but I don't feel, and I go on feel. I got you, Sarah. I go on feel and sight. So what I feel is it's very solid. They're very good with you. It's like you're fine, you do your job, you get it done, they're fine. But they're not going to be like communicative. They're not going to be like, "Oh, we really thanks Tanaya. We really appreciate this work you did." They're not going to be this way. I almost feel like they just are very kind of there's just not a lot of emotion there. There's not emotional connection to the work. They're not good at giving feedback or praise. It's just like get the job done and keep going. It feels very, very mechanical, I guess. Just in the request, I typed question. Meanwhile, thank you. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it, Sarah. Do you see what I mean tonight? But I don't see any problem. I just don't. I don't see any problem. I feel like but I can see why you think there's a problem because they aren't the most communicative. They're not going to give you praise. You got to let it go on a personal like lesson that you have to learn. Like the lesson you need to get out of this is that you have to let go of needing this you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, they don't communicate. That's just how they are. They like people who just kind of do their job. They're not the good part about it is they're not micromanagers. They expect you to do your job. They expect you to do it well. If you're doing your job, you're doing it well. They leave you alone. So they're not micromanagers. They're not interested. They kind of like people who just kind of do their work without them having to bug them. And so you need to let go of needing validation from people. Yeah, I like the autonomy. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, then. What's the problem? All this worry for nothing. You like it. They like it. Everyone likes it. Okay? Okay? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't worry about it. Like you're making a problem that like I'm grasping at straws to go, what's the problem? What is wrong? What is she? And I see nothing. Okay, one question, where's my man? That was the question for the night. Come back again next week. The newest songs make a wish. Okay, yes. That's a new I know what you're talking about. Okay, Sarah, what is your question? Don't be trying to sneak on in. We got a lot of man jobs, a lot of man. You know what needs to happen? You need to kind of start having a belief in yourself. That's what needs to happen. You got to start believing in yourself. Okay, go ahead, Sarah. Trying to sneak it in. Where's my man? Sorry, I was driving home from playing Magic the Gathering. I was listening while driving and just got home. Okay, thanks, Zachary. But what's H like weirded out by my texting him though? Oh, Adela is not playing today. I'm not. Let's go. I gotta Terry, don't drag it out. We already went over it. Oh, Adela. So I have been in a long distance relationship for 6 years. We're thinking of getting married soon. Ooh, congratulations. It's been really rough year this past year. Sometimes the vibe gets better, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. The Terry's like, but what if he's weirded out by you? What if he's weirded out? He's not weirded out by you. Get over it. Stop trying to make excuses. Everyone trying to make excuses tonight. Oh, I just dropped my crystal. Where do you see us going? How is he feeling right now? You're worried about how he's feeling and you're marrying him, Sarah? You are really not worried about how he's feeling. You're more worried about how you're feeling. Let me take a look at both of you. Yeah, when I look at him, he's like, check, check, tough love is thou, so this is all good. When I see him, he's like, I literally have this vision, Sarah, of like he's eating a piece of pizza and he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Yeah, sounds good. He's very easygoing. He's happy. He's content. You are being insecure and freaked out. You're the one that's like kind of freaking out that you're actually pulling the trigger and going. You are freaked out. He's not freaked out. He's like, yeah, okay, looks good, looks good. Let's do this. Like he's fine. He's very content. He's very happy with everything. He's not the most emotionally expressive person. Like he isn't like the gusher, but he kind of feels like this is a no-brainer. Yeah, we've been together. This is what we're doing. It's fine. You're the one that's like all phonetic and freaking out, and you're kind of like realizing you're about to like fully, you know, get hitched and get, legally bounded to someone. So I feel like you're the one that's freaking out. Sarah's part of the club. We are the kinds of people that comes. Yeah, what is going on with everybody? Listen. You love this man. You've been with him for a long time. You guys are very comfortable with each other. You complement each other. I don't see any problems. Why are you looking for problems? No Sarah comment. I know. Where is Sarah's comment? No Sarah commit. Every week, stage 5 Klinger Club. Wow, I love hearing this. Why are you saying wow? Do you not agree with this? Do you see him differently? I mean, you could be like, oh, Adela, you're crazy. He's like not like that at all. But I just don't see it. I feel like he's like, if you were like, are you sure you want to be? He's like, yeah, but he's not like romantic. He's not, oh my God, Selena, I missed that comment. My ass off. Um, He's not sentimental. He's not like the romance guy, like, "Here's roses and champagne." He's not that guy. He's like the guy that's like, "I'll change your oil. I love you." You know what I mean? He's like, "I'm coming home because I wanna be home with you tonight. I love you." Like, he's like, "Of course I love you. I don't understand why you would not think that." And but he's not very sentimental. Is he an Aquarius? Not that I know anything, and not that I believe signs identify us, but his actions show his love. Um, yeah, he's kind of more very practical. That's how I see him. And he's the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm an Aquarius and I'm like that. hmm I just get worried and I get super clingy and romantic, and he's very routine. Yes. He's not clingy, he's not, he's like, "This is our life, this is what we do." If you want to be with a man like that, that is not your man. The difference makes me worried and I make stuff up. The difference does make you worried, but you almost have to kind of accept it. But I will say this, and I will leave you with this, Sarah. Teach him. Say, "You're doing that thing again. I need you sometimes." He is a Cancer. Okay, I don't know. I'm not an astrology person, but I mean expert or anything. So I can't help you with that. But you have to teach him like about who you are. Don't hold it in. You have to say, "Listen, I know you're Mr. Practical, but sometimes I need you to be a little more, show me something a little bit more because I respond to that." But you either have to find that endearing with him and kind of go like, "That's just who he is. Oh gosh, he's so good at routine, like having a to-do." Yes, you have to say on your to-do list, "Be romantic tonight." He'll do it. He wants to make you happy, but he just doesn't think like that. He doesn't think that way. He doesn't go like, "Ooh, what am I going to do to surprise her?" He's not that type. Cancers are usually really emotional, sensitive, dramatic. I'm assuming that is Venus seventh house. Yeah, yeah. We're not getting into the whole thing. She doesn't know his whole chart, but we have more than just our sun signs. We have three. You have your rising, your moon, and all kinds of things. But I'm just reading his spirit. I don't know how to read. I'm not getting into astrology. I was just kind of joking, but this is a situation where you can use chocolate as a weapon, like we mentioned. Yes, exactly. I know guys like that. They need to plan romance. Yes, yes. Some men, you have to, if you have to be more verbal about what you want from him. What you're doing is you're hoping he'll be that way, and he doesn't know. So if you're like, "I'm disappointed. I was hoping you were going to do this." He's like, "Oh, well, you should have told me." You just have to teach him. Don't be so don't hold it in and wish for the best. I was just worried the lack of romanticness maybe is cheating or something. Has he ever been romantic? I love your wallpaper. Thank you. Thank you. Like my little lights too. Um, has he ever been romantic? Because I bet he hasn't. Was there ever a time besides maybe in the beginning? I feel like he's always been this guy, and you're freaking out. So that's why I would say to you, I'm going to leave you with this because I got to go and say goodbye to you guys, but I will leave you with this. Have to ask yourself the question, are you okay with this is the type of person you're going to be with? Because you can't expect him to change. This reading is going a lot better than I thought. Thank you. You see what I mean? Like, you got to ask your question, are you good with who he is? He's good with who you are. But you got to ask yourself, are you okay and accepting with who he is? Because this is his personality, and then you have to work with it. So that's what you're really freaking out about, because I don't see he was ever different than this. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget these. They will be available whenever you want, whenever you're ready, if you want. Terry's working on a deal with Chinese temples, he told me. I'll be hearing from Terry. We're gonna hear we're gonna hear next week of the Terry saga, of the Christine saga. with the what other sagas do we have? We have a few sagas going. Um Send in your emails to the house medium, um, at Gmail about anything that, stories you might have, we will send in your stories. I need your stories and reviews. For all my Patreon peeps, I'll be posting the speed readings. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Good. I'll be posting the speed readings. I'm sorry, I got sick, so I couldn't do. That's why I haven't been on here live, because I got sick and it kind of threw off things. And I've been doing this. I've been doing this. Hi, everyone. Have a super wonderful night, Dela. While listening and driving, I could see high amounts of positive energy flowing me. It was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dilly. You're awesome. Thank you, Aquamarine. Thank you, Insight Spire, Anahit. Yeah, I'll be doing a spirit circle tomorrow night if you guys are interested in coming to that on Zoom. Other than that, I'll see you all soon. Follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your inner voice, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. See you soon. Don't like to say goodbye. So soon. See you soon. See you soon. See ya soon.